Got a phone call about 7 o'clock in the morning from my uncle saying that about 12 to 15 federal agents just came into my parents' house, picked up my mom, my dad, and my sister.
It was a terrible day. I will not forget this day in all my life, me or my family.
Around 5:30 in the morning, I heard a hard knock on the door.
We wake up, you know, what's going on, what's wrong?
I keep telling my husband, don't open. We don't know who they are, but he was already there.
I opened the door for them, and suddenly they run everywhere, shouting.
I thought our house was getting broken into, or maybe being robbed.
You could hear officers running around, clear, 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 like something you see on TV.
With their guns pointed out, they pulled the blanket off of me and said, get up into the living room now.
I was scared.
They had the flashlight in my eye.
Who are
I
they?
didn't know what they were doing. I don't know why.
He pulled his gun and he put it right in the middle of my forehead.
Then I just looked over to my mom on the bed.
Right away, there is one man ordered me to get up. I said, okay, go away. I need to go put my scarf on. He said, you need to get up right now. I said, you need to go out of my room so I can cover myself so I can get up.
Handcuffed me in front of my children, me and my wife and my daughters.
Just put us in the car and drive us to the INS detention.
We were living legally, above the ground, openly in this country. We were obeying the law.
But that didn't seem to matter. Safu Hamoui, his wife Hanan, and 19-year-old daughter Nadine were taken here, to the Seattle INS Detention Center.
I just couldn't understand how they can do something like that. You know, I know my dad fought so hard to come to a country for freedom and just to be able to live without, you know, fear of prosecution because of his religion or because of his job or because of who he is. And then, you know, 10 years later, we find out that, you know, the country that we came here to save us is actually doing the same to us.
Why? Why? Because I'm Arabic? Because I'm wearing my scarf? Because I'm proud of my religion? My religion is so beautiful. Not being my enemy and torture me when I thought I'm in freedom country. I can keep my religion, I can practice my religion, I can, you know?
The government has argued that rounding up and detaining people like the Hamouis is a vital step in the war against terror. But top counterterrorism officials say such policies have destroyed our relationship with the very communities that could warn law enforcement about an impending terrorist attack.
The first line of defense against international terrorism is information. It's intelligence. It means having sources within communities. What we were doing by all of these roundups is alienating those communities and making them more distrustful of law enforcement, less inclined to be cooperative, less inclined to volunteer and to come forward when they have information that would be of material value to law enforcement.
But the Justice Department has ignored the recommendations of counterterrorism experts.
Overwhelms me. You know, it's like, this can't be the country that I grew up in.
The way America had treated the detainees was so bad that the Justice Department's Inspector General found it necessary to issue a report condemning what had occurred.
Within a day or two afterwards, Attorney General John Ashcroft got on the news and said, well, we do it the same way all over again.
He insisted that he had done nothing wrong, that he had no regrets, that he would do it all over again.
This is the chief law enforcement officer of the United States that's saying, well, yes, we'd redo all of these unconstitutional policies all over again. And we're just floored because there's another department in our government that is basically saying this is horrendous and it can't happen. And here's our Attorney General saying, I don't care.